the law have nothing to do with you, provided that crime have not been committed. And that is to say that you have it in your mind, because I do not know what you, all of you there have in your mind now. Some of you might be having in your mind, dear, on how to deal with me. I don't know. So it is no longer, it's not a crime until you carry it out. Until you carry it out, you know. Now, again, provided is such intention still rests on an individual, on one person. Provided such intention still rests on one person. At the same time, the law will not interfere. But if actually several persons are involved, okay, several persons are connected and have that intention to commit crime, then the state intervenes and may charge them for offense of conspiracy. You understand? Now, what is the rationale for doing that? The rationale is that the state is under obligation to carry out certain acts in order to prevent any form of evil. So prevention in this regard, you know. Now, could that even speak to utilitarian, is it utilitarian school of thought that we just discussed? You know, one of the school of thought that we discussed, I think that is, yes, that has to do with the, what do you call that? That is the positivist school of thought. You know, no, the utilitarian school of thought. That it focuses on prevention of injury. Prevention of injury. Now, the states have that responsibility to prevent any form of harm. So once it is known that two or more persons are developing that intention or are acting towards committing a particular crime, the state can then charge them for offense of conspiracy. That is what conspiracy, criminal conspiracy, is all about. Now, who is a victim of a crime? Who is a victim of a crime? A victim of a crime is a person who is injured, who is destroyed, who is cheated, who is defrauded, who is swindled, no matter how you can look at it, okay, as a result of a criminal intent or a behavior of another person. That is to say, any individual who is sacrificed, who is injured, who is destroyed, who is cheated, defrauded, be it swindled, who is the recipient of a criminal act. Recipient, what I'm saying, that is I will put it in, is a victim of a criminal act, so to speak. Now that person is the victim of crime, you know. Now, when something is not abhorred, when something is not being refuted, then it is never a crime in any society. You know, crime, what is crime? Hello. Okay, so Whatever that is regarded as a crime is something that is abhorred by the society at large. Now, in all cases, the welfare of a society and the citizens are paramount, okay? And it is the wish of the states at all times to protect citizens, to protect both their lives and their properties. And that is why their welfare remains paramount. So, in effect, law, what then could be law? Law is anything that should be perceived to or be prohibited. It is an instrument for penalizing those who have injured others. That is what why law exists. It is seen as an instrument in order to penalize those who have really injured others. So, and that is why punishment is being meted out on offenders as a way of sanction, and aside that, is also a way to deter others into taking a path of being criminals. Now, what is justice then in a criminal case? What can be considered justice in a criminal case? Immediately an accusation is rendered, the first thing is that everyone, even the accused, also have a right of investigation, okay? There should be an inquiry trying to investigate whatever that is alleged. Now, what they call parity of treatment in the administration of justice then demands that there should be a complete balance. That is to say, there should be a complete balance. It is not the one who reported a case that the matter should be tilted towards, or there should not be a sort of a conclusion drawn simply because somebody has really reported a case. So things of that nature, there should be a complete balance. You know, the right of every person, both the victim, the offenders, or the accused alike, their rights should be upheld at all times. That's exactly what a parity of treatment in the administration of justice system demand, parity of treatment. So if I ask you a question, what does the parity of treatment in the administration of justice system demand? Then it demands that both the offenders or somebody who is alleged to have been an offender and the victim, that all of them are treated equally, okay? All of their rights must be upheld, okay? Thorough investigation must be carried out, okay? And the right of individual, both the accused and every other individual who is a party to the case, must be upheld. It also upholds that there should be fair hearing, okay, so that an aspect of natural justice should be upheld. Equal opportunities must be given to all sides, both that of the accused or even the alleged victim. So that's exactly what it means, parity of administration. That is parity of justice in the administration of, or parity of treatment rather, in the administration of criminal justice system. Okay, so now there are certain other things that we also need to note when it has to do with criminal justice system and welfare rights, because we're going to also discuss issues that has to do with welfare rights. Now, one of the problems that we would like to talk about is the problems that has to do with the identification of of their victims or problems of identification by victims. Now, network. Hello, can you hear me very well? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so sorry about this. The network is so bad here. Okay, so the problem of identification by victims that we are talking about, of course, one of the major problem in criminal cases is that the criminal, or I mean the victim would definitely prove, or even the prosecution must prove. Is that what?
Daniel.
Can I go ahead now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the prosecution must prove beyond reasonable doubt that, and you have to present evidence in order to prove that the victim, I'm sorry, the accused is the one who perpetrated such crime. Okay, now a situation whereby such evidence is not available, a situation whereby there are certain things, even nothing to prove that the individual happens to be at the scene of that crime, as at the time the crime is committed. Such cases are often being acquitted. They are often being acquitted. So that's an issue. It is possible that the individual is the one who committed the crime, but because there are no evidence to actually prove that the person possibly it was there as at the time that the crime was committed, then that could be a very serious situation. Another problem that we normally have with criminal justice system has to do with problem of delay of trial. Delay of trial. it also has an effect on the victim as well. You know, in criminal cases, we talk about the delay of trial. Trial is something that is rising from time to time. You know, it also creates a lot of problems for the victims. You know, as a result, the victims may not be able to, of course, when a certain matter, when a perpetrator of a certain wrong is moving around alone, and you are seeing the individual going scot-free, moving around, it bites, so to speak, especially when you are the one who is the victim of such a criminal act, you know. So certain delays in the court is a very big problem, you know. So the certain times some of those criminal proceedings that are being delayed is just as a result of certain bureaucratic issues within the organization. And when that happens, it becomes a little bit very difficult. So for even the victim to cope with the situation that he has faced, the effects on that could also be extended somehow to the community where the individual also come from. The effect could be extended to the community, yes. Let's say that it's an issue of that has to do with rape, whereby someone is raped and there is a delay in trial, and the perpetrator is still within the community, moving around. Could also be an avenue to rape others. That is to say that the other young girls who are around, including the elderly ones and adult ones, are also under serious threat, because such a rapist is still moving around within the community. So if we take a look at that from that perspective, we'll see exactly the effect is quite much. You know. So I would like you to ask questions, and let's discuss them, and we'll see exactly how we move. The network is so bad. The network is fantastically bad. I don't know. Daniela, go ahead. Hello? Okay. Daniela, are you planning to make a comment? Okay, you muted. Okay, Precious Amadi, go ahead. All right.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir,
Go ahead.
Sir, when you were saying participation in crime, you mentioned types, but I didn't get the types.
Okay. Okay. We talk about that somebody, there was it when I was talking about conspiracy. We spoke about conspiracy. That is planning with others to commit a crime. And that is criminal conspiracy. Okay. You also have what we call principals and the abettors. Okay. Principal, that is to say, someone can commit a crime even if the person did not commit it himself. He not use his hand to commit the crime. Okay. But in that case, he's the principal person who initiated that crime, but he's not the one that committed it. Now, abated persons are the people that he used to commit that crime. Those are abated persons. You understand? The principal person is the person who initiated it. You understand me? Who are even those your friends yourself? Let me remember some of your closest friends. Promise is your friend. Chioma Favor, you initiated a crime now. You initiated a crime. And that crime is to possibly to what will I just use? To deflect Mr. Justice tire. You understand? To deflect my tire, my car tire. That's what you want to do. You know, students, you can do so many things. So now, you now use...
Sir, please don't be upset. Why did you use yourself as an example? But we are not enemies now.
You said what?
Why did you use yourself as an example?
Okay, no wahala. So you now want to deflect my tire, and now you now ask Promise to go and do it. Do you see that? You now send Promise to do it. You may provide all machineries that Promise needs in order to deflect my tire, possibly giving her some nails, providing all that they say to make sure while you watch her do it. In that regard, you are the principal person. Favor, Chioma, you are the principal person. While the other person, that is Promise, is the abated person. You understand? So that is something that that actually speaks to. Now, another type is a situation where there are joint acts. That's another type of a sort of participation in crime. Joint acts. When two or more persons with common intention to commit an offense go ahead to commit it. You understand? Let's go and deflect Mr. Justice tire. Favor and Promise move. Two of them deflect the tire. Mr. Justice will not do anything. But God will watch both of you. So so don't mind me. So both of you go ahead to deflect it. You know, that's a joint act. That's a joint act. Possibly Chidera may have joined you, or Promise Precious Amadi may have joined. So even if you are 3 or 4, you had that intention to do it, you discuss the intention, you go ahead to carry it out. Those ones are known as joint acts. So we have joint acts, we have principals and abettors, and then you have that of conspiracy. Okay?
Please, that abated, can you please spell? Let me know if it's the same thing with my own.
Do you even have anyone? You just tell me to spell it.
Okay,
tell me the one. Tell me your own.
That's fair.
No, tell me your own, since you have your own.
So I don't know if it's correct.
Go ahead.
Arubi. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, ABETTORS. 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 Okay? So when you hear abettors, abated person is the person who committed a crime, okay, who carried out a crime initiated by another person, so to speak, okay? The one who initiated it is the principal. He did not commit it by his own hand, but he let someone to do it. That's an abated person, okay? All right. We'll stop at this. Good afternoon. They're not talking to me again.
Sir, we can hear you.
I said we'll stop at this. So, see you next.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Marianne, you decided to come today, Marianne. Ah.
Sir, good afternoon.
Afternoon, no. So you guys, the class today is a little bit few. It's good. Daniela is here. iPhone 090 is here. iPhone. I don't know who is this iPhone 090. 3463.
It's me, sir.
You, who is you? Oh, is
Promise.
Me, oh, Promise. Promise iPhone. Well done. And then Henrietta is here. Chioma Favour is here today. Amadi Precious. Well done. So why is it that Ene and these persons are not around? I did not join. Why didn't they join?
Yes, sir, their phone is having problem. But Priscilla said that she called you to explain to you, sir.
Explaining to me, it doesn't make sense. Explaining to me doesn't make sense. I said that she could collect phone from somebody and use and join the meeting. That's what she's supposed to do. In any case, no wala.
Sir, should I add their name in the attendance?
Why would you add their name in the attendance?
Sir, just ask the question, sir.
But why would you ask such question? Is it not criminal to do that?
A criminal.
Sir, it's criminal act.
No, I'm not the criminal.
No, listen. You have started noticing such intention. That's one of the things we're discussing here now.
No, sir, it's not like that.
A criminal.
Sir, let me explain myself.
You are not explaining anything together.
That is the problem now that is happening in this country. It's still part of criminal act. Because now I can't.
Is there which problem that is happening in the country is criminal act?
Now that you said I should not explain myself. You do not want to give me right to explain myself. It's another criminal act.
You have the right to explain yourself. Because they did not attend, and you are asking if you will write their name in attendance sheet.
Yes, sir. I just said let me ask.
So what are you explaining now?
That I'm not trying to bring out any form of criminal act. I'm just asking with my innocent mind.
There is nothing innocent about your mind. Oh, no, bye-bye. No, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.